Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. We're going to head to the Pac-12. Got a good game going Saturday night. We've got Arizona at Oregon. Well, this is one of the conferences that will have their tournament here in Vegas in a couple weeks. The premier tournament here every year in and no knock on our own Mountain West Conference, that's UNLV is, but you can't compare it to the Pac-12. Sorry.
You know, that or the West Coast Conference is going to have St. Mary's against Gonzaga in the finals, which is always a great game.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Yeah. So we got some good stuff here in Vegas during tournament time. But we've got a game here that, you know, we're taping on Thursday. So both of these teams are in action tonight, and we'll talk about it. This is going to be your best bet. Tonight's action can kind of dictate where the line actually comes out on this game and where our handicap is. And I know this is your best bet. I have an opinion, but when I give my opinion, it's going to be based on what happens tonight. So I'm going to give an if. Yeah, a what if. But both of us agree that unless something drastic happens tonight, Arizona should be about a 2-point favorite on Saturday.
You know, and people have to realize when you go to the Pac-12, it's very difficult to sweep these opponents. In the Pac-12, you have your scheduling buddies. Obviously, Stanford with Cal, Oregon with Oregon State, Washington with Washington State, Colorado, Utah. So whenever you travel, you're going to play Thursday and Saturday against these two opponents. That means you're playing back-to-back road games in 48 hours while your opponent is home for a second straight game. And, you know, Arizona has been the elite Pac-12 team. No one's going to argue that. Sean Miller has been there since 2009. So in 8 seasons, with all the great teams Arizona have, they've never gone up to Oregon and swept the 2. That's amazing, just straight up, not even covering the spread. So that just shows you how difficult these games are. You look at the first time they played, and Oregon gave them fits. The game was 90-83. Arizona pulled that game out because they made 34 of 37 free throw shots. So the Ducks have played them very well in the first outing.
No question about that. And talking about how hard it is to sweep, it's just really hard to go in and play at this arena. You know, every time I see the floor at Oregon, it looks like somebody puked on the hardwood. I'm sorry. It is, to me, it's the ugliest home floor in basketball. But teams that come in there, is it a little bit of a distraction going into that arena? Well, we talk about like Boise with the blue turf.
Yeah, I think it is. And, you know, the other thing, well, obviously, the other thing that helps is that Wayne Tinkle, the head coach at Oregon State, has them playing great defense. So you used to be able to skate by the first game and then and save all your focus for the second game. Now Oregon State gave them trouble in Arizona. They're, you know, and again tonight I think they're going to be a defensive live home dog. So that's the issue. But I'll tell you what, I do like Arizona in this game because the line's short. We're figuring about 2. You know, I have Arizona to win this game between 4 and 6 points. So if the line went up to 4, it'd be a game I'd pass on. But Arizona played their rival last Thursday, Arizona State. That means they had Saturday off. The kids got off Saturday and Sunday, and they came back Monday, and they were motivated in practice and had a great couple days of practice. And I look at what Arizona's done the last 2 games against USC and Arizona State. They held them to 42 and 44 points, 42 and 44% shooting, great defensive efforts, a lot of points off the press. And when Arizona's playing good defense, they play good ball. So for those reasons, not having that game last week, I think they can handle this 2-game trip. And we'll see if they get that first sweep first sweep ever for Sean Miller for the 2 Oregon schools on the road.
So you're going with?
I'm going to go with Arizona, again, with that low point spread.
All right. I'm looking at Arizona too, but I'm putting the old asterisk to it. They got to come, I'm sorry, I'm going with Oregon here. I'm going to put the asterisk as long as Arizona wins tonight, which I think they do win tonight because I agree with everything you said going into tonight's game at Oregon State. If they win, I think they'll be ripe for the upset for Arizona. They'll have not a stranglehold on the Pac-12, but they are definitely.
They basically will if they win, because USC and UCLA are 2 games behind. They have to play each other, so they've already beat USC. So yes, a win will basically lock up the Pac-12 for them. Agreed.
That's what I'm looking at with that one. But I'll tell you what, it's hard to step in front of this Arizona team right now. They're 18-3 the last 21 games straight up. The 3 games that they lost, 2 of them were by just 3 points. One of those 3-point losses was one of those horrible scheduling spots that you talk about when they did the Utah-Colorado. I think the Utah-Colorado back-to-back road games in 2 days is the toughest in all of college basketball because of playing the altitude back-to-back games where teams are not accustomed to the altitude. So that was one of those 3 losses. And if they get the win tonight, I think Oregon is able maybe to pull the upset on Saturday. So this is one where I'll disagree with you just a little, and we'll have another one of those lunch bets. And I think you took me on one last week for lunch, so I got lunch to make up for after videos today. But Ralph says to go ahead and take Arizona and lay the points. And guys, don't forget, every Monday at WagerTalk, it's Manic Monday. You can get any play from any capper for just $9. Even 5% plays. We do it each and every Monday. Check it out. These plays normally sell for $20, $25, or $30. You're going to get it for $9 each and every Monday. It's a great way. Check out a capper at WagerTalk.com. We'll be back with more. And guys, don't forget, you like these videos, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and be sure to share it with all your friends. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk.